Picture this scenario, because I guarantee some version of this has happened to you. You finally get ahead. Not rich, not crazy money, just ahead. Your household income crosses six figures. Maybe it's $110,000, maybe $140,000. Two solid incomes, no gambling, no reckless spending. You did what everyone said you should do. And yet, at the end of the month, your savings account still says $312. So you do the obvious thing, the rational thing. You think, okay, we just need to earn more. One promotion, one side hustle, one second income. And it works, on paper. Your income jumps by another $5,000, then $10,000, then $20,000 a year. But somehow, and this is the part that messes with your head, you're not richer. You're more stressed, more trapped, and more terrified of losing your job than ever before. Here's the deal. The median dual-income household today earns over $20,000 more than a single-income household did 40 years ago, adjusted for inflation. And yet, they're more likely to live paycheck to paycheck. So where did the money go? Because it didn't disappear. Someone got it. And once you see how the two-income trap actually works, you'll never look at earning more the same way again. My name is Khan, and I've spent years analyzing how modern income systems, household economics, and behavioral psychology quietly drain financially responsible people. And look, if you earn decent money, pay your bills on time, avoid obvious mistakes, but still feel stuck, anxious, or behind, this is for you. This isn't motivational advice. It's not skip lattes. It's the structural reason why adding income often makes your life riskier, not safer. If you've ever wondered why working harder hasn't translated into real financial security, stay with me. Here's the thing about the two-income trap that most people misunderstand. You've been told two incomes equal safety. More money equals margin. Higher earnings equal freedom. But the reality is almost the opposite. Two incomes don't reduce risk, just concentrate it. I know, this sounds crazy, but stick with me. Because the moment a second income enters the household, prices expand, expectations expand, debt expands, lifestyle commitments expand. Until that second paycheck is fully absorbed. At that point, you're not earning extra money. You're financing a higher baseline of survival. And that's why households earning $120,000 today often feel more fragile than households earning $60,000 a generation ago. That's not an accident. Let's rewind. In the 1970s, the average household could survive, often comfortably, on one income. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, median household income back then was about $48,000 in today's dollars. That one income covered housing, healthcare, education, transportation, and still left room to save. Homes cost 2 to 3 times annual income. College was often paid from savings or part-time work. Healthcare costs were a fraction of what they are now. Then, something changed. Carefully, in the late 80s and early 90s, women entered the workforce in massive numbers, which expanded opportunity. But markets didn't lower risk. They raised prices. Housing, childcare, education, insurance. Households didn't get richer. They got bid up. Today, median household income sits around $75,000 to $80,000. Sounds better until you look at the costs. Homes, 5 to 7 times income. Childcare, $10,000 to $18,000 per child. Healthcare, up to $24,000 a year. College tuition, up over 300%. We're earning more. But the price of stability has exploded.
On the surface, two incomes look great. More buying power, easier loans, better lifestyle. Banks say, you qualify. Employers say competitive pay. Agents say you can afford it. And technically, they're right. But here's what you're not told. Lenders don't ask what's safe. They ask what's the maximum you can service. So when income goes up, the system doesn't tell you to save. It tells you to borrow more. Your second income becomes collateral, not freedom. And no, this isn't about greed. Behavioral economists call it reference point adjustment. Simple version, we normalize higher costs fast, especially housing. You're not buying luxury, you're locking in higher survival costs. And when fixed costs rise, risk multiplies. One-income household loses a job, expenses can shrink. Two-income household loses one job, the structure collapses because everything was priced assuming both incomes forever. Here's where it really gets uncomfortable. The system exploits loss aversion, social proof, and mental accounting. And according to the American Psychological Association, financial stress rises as fixed obligations rise, even when income rises faster. That stress keeps you compliant, risk-averse, trapped. Let me show you the math. One income, $6,000 a month. Expenses, $4,000. Savings, $2,000. Strong. Add a second income, $5,500. Sounds amazing. Until expenses rise by $4,000. Now your survival cost doubles. One job loss and you're underwater. Over 10 years, that missing savings equals $420,000. That's not a typo. Higher fixed costs mean you can't take risks. You can't downshift. You can't say no. Nearly 40% of households earning $100,000 a year can't handle a $1,000 emergency. That's not irresponsibility. That's structural fragility. Now, you might be thinking, but two incomes are necessary. You're not wrong, but necessary to enter the system doesn't mean safe inside it. The problem isn't dual income, it's dual income pricing with zero margin for failure. This hits young professionals, urban renters, first-generation high earners the hardest. Over a lifetime, it can cost $500,000 to $1 million in lost wealth. That's a transfer from labor to assets, from you to the system. Here's how you fight back. Design life so one income covers survival. Treat raises as temporary. Kill fixed costs first. Know your job loss number. And demand transparency. Systems stay hidden when people stop asking questions. You probably thought you were bad at money. You weren't. You were optimized against. Jason did everything right. He still lost $380,000 in opportunity cost. Jason isn't rare. Jason is normal. Your financial risk is being calculated every day. You can't opt out, but you can stop being blind. Designed for resilience, not appearances. If this changed how you see income, I'll see you in the next one.